Congressman, Governor McMaster was asked why he changed course on redistricting. He said he supports redrawing the lines to help create a, quote, functioning Congress that can pass laws without a 1 or 2 vote margin. Your response to the governor?
Well, I was disappointed in that. I was led, like everybody else, was led to believe that the governor would respect what the Supreme Court did 2 years ago, because they looked at this district and declared that the district was, in fact, constitutional, that it had been legally drawn and it adhered to constitutional principles. And the governor indicated that throughout this whole process. And so when the Senate decided that it would not make redistricting a part of its sine die resolution, I, like everybody else, well, maybe not everybody, but most other people thought that the governor would adhere to that. But within 24 hours, he changed his tune, and I guess we all have the right to change our minds. Disappointed, but not surprised.
Disappointed, but not surprised. Congressman, we have a map of the 6th congressional district that you currently represent, and we're going to put it on the screen. Before the creation of this district, South Carolina had actually not elected a black representative to Congress for about 93 years, 1897, I believe. The district's southern border touches Georgia. It goes around the center of Charleston. It cuts through Black Belt farmland to the state capital of Columbia. It contains the Gullah Geechee coastal homeland. The district is home to both of the state's 2 historically black colleges, 2 of the state's historically black colleges, and even some of the poorest people in the United States. That's Barnwell County, Allendale County. It is rural. The district itself already looks like it was gerrymandered. I understand how you represent people in Columbia and Charleston. So the way in which that they are talking about eliminating this particular district and carving it up, I think it is, yes, about you, sir, but it's also specifically about the voting power of black people to elect the representative of their choice. What do you say to the Republicans in your state that have been claiming that South Carolina is a conservative state, therefore, and you don't represent conservatism, so that's why they need to get rid of your district?
Well, all I would say to that is South Carolina is a state that votes statewide for the Democratic ticket around 42–43% of the vote. In my congressional district, it's a 45% African-American district, and I've been getting 59 and 64% of the vote. So if it's only 45% African-American, it must mean that I'm getting some votes from people who are not African-American, and that's a fact. I'm supported by blacks and whites, Democrats and Republicans and independents, and I don't know how you decide that a state with 27% African-Americans deserves 0 African-Americans in the representation. But if that's the way they think, we'll have to just prove them wrong, which is exactly what I plan to do.